What's going on, guys? Dar MMA back for another video. Please like, subscribe, spam comments, everything. But today we're going to be going over who is going to be the next champion at every division. Look, this doesn't mean who's going to beat the current champion. It means who is going to be the next champion. So it's like they could have lost to the current champion. You guys get the picture, okay? Appreciate the 4 subscribers. We're coming back 10K by the end of the year. Just trust me. Just trust me. Just trust me. Subscribe right now. Join the journey. Join the journey. Okay. Starting off with flyweight. I got Tatsuro Taira. Look, I understand he lost to Royval, which is not really telling on if he would have any shot to become a future champion. But kid's young. Kid's got a lot of potential. No. Young fighter. Good grappling, which is very important at flyweight. Everyone's pretty good grappler, but like a lot of guys, like Royval, for example, and Moreno, when they fought Pantoja, they just got laid on. I feel like Tatsuro Taira wouldn't be the type of guy to get laid on, and he could lay on people once. If Pantoja moves up, I give this guy a really good chance. I understand Moreno's only 31, but I don't see him becoming champion again, and I just don't see Royval becoming champion. I just can't see Royval getting the belt wrapped around him. So that I got Tatsuro Taira at flyweight. Moving on to the bantamweight division. I'm sorry. I'm saying Umar or Sean O'Malley, because I think this is the thing. I think Umar and O'Malley, I think Umar more so, but O'Malley definitely does have a chance to beat Merab in his next fight. I don't think Merab's unbeatable. I think O'Malley could crack him in their next fight, because they're all but confirmed to fight, basically. I think Umar really has the skills to beat him. I think after that fight, they're going to make the adjustments they need to. Umar came in with a broken hand, let's remember that, and still won the first 2 rounds off Merab. It was a close fight, 48-47. Kind of got dominated in the last 3 rounds, but it was a very good, close fight. Great fight from Umar. Props to Merab. Don't like the guy, but even if Merab stays, I see Umar beating Merab if they rematch, and I think Merab's gonna start regressing, honestly. The kid's 36. The kid's 36. I sound like Dana White. The guy's 36. Definitely on EPO. No one has that type EPO. No one has that type of cardio without drugs. He's gonna get his chin cracked here soon. Mark my words. And by the end of the year, or by like early to mid 2026, Merab will have been knocked out, or retired. I think Umar will win. I could just see Merab taking the Cejudo approach and just thinking he's worth way more than he is, and just like retiring early, being like, "Hey, Dana White, I want John Jones money. One more thing." Like, I could see that. But Umar definitely. I think Umar would beat Merab in a rematch, and I think he beats O'Malley. If O'Malley becomes champion, I guess then he wouldn't be the next champion. But you know what I mean. Next champ at featherweight. Basically got to pick between Volk and Diego Lopez, and I got Volk. I'm sorry. I just don't think Diego Lopez is that good. Tough fight with Dan Ige on 2 hours notice. I understand the opponent change is crazy. Very different stylistic matchup than Ortega. Kind of stressful. Headache might have caused like Diego Lopez to perform worse, which I totally understand that. But his best win is Brian Ortega. Let's not forget that. Like, he did dominate that fight for the most part, but especially in the Dan Ige fight, he showed some weaknesses in his gas tank. It's going to be a 5-round fight against Volk. I think Volk's time off has refreshed his chin. Let's not forget who Volk is, bro. He's lost to Topuria, number 2 or 3 pound-for-pound fighter, and Islam Makhachev, number 1 pound-for-pound. And he went life and death with Islam, or was it early 2023? Like, that was 2 years ago. Like, it's February right now, bro. Come on. Put some respect on Volk's name, man. Volk's a good fighter. I see him just winning the belt, and then I see him I could definitely see him just like losing to Movsar Evloev somehow. I'm sorry, guys, but Volk is gonna beat Lopez. Mark my words. Lightweight, this is gonna be a little controversial because it's not Ilia Topturo as many of you might think. I'm picking Arman Sarukian. Look, do I think he's gonna beat Makhachev? And do I think Topuria is going to beat Makhachev? No, that's why I picked them. Look, I'm pretty sure Sarukian's 31, 32. All the top lightweights right now, the new guard has not, come in at all, bro. It's still just Poirier, Gaethje, Oliveira, not Chandler anymore, but Poirier, Gaethje, Oliveira, Dan Hooker, top 5, bro. And Arman, obviously. Arman, enter Max Holloway's coming up. Don't think Max Holloway would beat Arman, or I think he could beat some of the striking guys, but I don't see him beating Arman. I see in a fight, but I think Islam's gonna move up after one or two more defenses because I do think Bilal will lose the belt when he fights the next guy, who I'm gonna tell you. I think I would pick Arman Sarukian to beat Ilia Topuria at 155. I'm That's a hot take. Go to the comments right now. I'm not rage baiting. Arman's bigger in my people are gonna say, oh, Topuria's 190. No, he ain't. No, he ain't, buddy. He ain't 190, respectfully. But look, Arman has more, like, I think Arman would be able to dominate on the ground. I think he's just more well versed. Topuria got taken down by Bryce Mitchell. Let's not forget that. Bryce Mitchell, featherweight, like pretty, not very, like an average size featherweight. Sarukian's bigger. Sarukian has really good striking, great chin. I don't feel like I've ever seen Sarukian get rocked. We saw in the Mateus Gamrot fight, the guy can scramble like hell. Beat Charles Oliveira. He basically unsubmittable, bro. I know Topuria is not really known for being a submission artist, but come on. I think Sarukian in a 5-rounder might be able to take Topuria to a decision. Honestly, I could definitely see that. Sarukian has good boxing, good arsenal of kicks. I think he could keep it at range and I think he would beat Topuria. I don't think he would beat Makhachev, but this is when Makhachev moves up. I think it's the future of the division is Sarukian and Topuria. I could honestly see Topuria moving back down to 145 before the end of his career. That's my hot take. Okay, moving on to welterweight. Shavkat Rakhmonov, that man. I think Shavkat's going to beat Bilal. I think Bilal's going to beat JDM. JDM just doesn't have good grappling, in my opinion. I think he's very overrated. I don't understand where all this hype came from. I think Bilal is extremely underrated. I see Bilal winning that fight, and then I see Shavkat taking the belt. I think the thing about Shavkat is Bilal has all the tools to beat him. It's just I don't see Shavkat losing to Bilal. Bilal's getting up there in age. Shavkat's young. Age is like my only argument now. But I could see Shavkat sneaking like a guillotine or something, and Bilal like taps out. I could just see that. So I could see Bilal shooting a takedown and Shavkat locks in a standing guillotine, or like a pulls guard, rips a guillotine and chokes him out. I could just see that. And I think Shavkat would do well against Bilal's pressure style of striking. I think like Bilal's not super powerful on the feet, which I think Shavkat kind of struggles with power because he tends to take a lot of shots. Like he doesn't have great defense, so he takes a lot of shots to the chin. But I think if you're Shavkat and you're fighting a guy who doesn't have Jeff Neal power but has Bilal Muhammad power, it really helps your striking out a lot. And I think he would be able to hold his own in the grappling. I do think Shavkat will take the belt off of Bilal after the JDM fight. It's my prediction. Next, Khamzat Chimaev. Okay, you can't. There's really not much to say. I have Khamzat submitting Dricus in 1 round. I'm sorry. I think the Dricus fairy tale is coming to an end. He hasn't faced a guy there's no one in the UFC with wrestling like Khamzat. Dricus hasn't faced anyone who's attempted to really chain wrestle or take him down. Like Robert Whittaker is a good grappler, but Robert Whittaker primarily relies on the blitz. He's a striker, 1-2 head kick. That's his thing. Dricus shut that down. As Strickland actually had a good analysis about this fight. Dricus shut down the blitz with his awkwardness and knocked him out. That's how the fight went. And Dricus also took Whittaker down, which a lot of people forget. The only thing that I feel like Khamzat might struggle with is Dricus' size. He is a big middleweight, but I just see Khamzat winning by submission 1 round. Not much to say about that fight. Light heavyweight division. Magomed Ankalaev is taking the belt off of Alex Pereira. I'm sorry. Like, the more I think about this fight, the more I lean towards Pereira. But my initial intuition was, dude, Magomed Ankalaev, I know that guy's going to shoot a takedown just so quickly and just make people mad. I can see Magomed Ankalaev winning by ground and pound, where it's like an early stoppage. Pereira just like gets kind of mad. Dana White's in the post-fight press conference. It was, what's the question? It was an early stoppage. We're doing the rematch in MSG. We're doing the rematch in MSG. Like, I get just so... Could you not see that? Dude, also, I just thought of this. They put John Jones versus Stipe on Pereira, and Pereira versus Prochazka won on the same card, bro. Like, what happened to the UFC, bro? And obviously, Jones and Stipe both didn't make the fight, and we got Aspinall Pavlovich. But I was just thinking about that, bro. Give us MSG. I go to the MSG card every year. Give me freaking Pereira Ankalaev rematch and fucking Jones Aspinall, bro. Please, respectfully. But back to the video. A little bit of a sidetrack there. I got Magomed Ankalaev beating Pereira. I think he's gonna take him down, and I think he's gonna honestly do whatever he wants. I think Pereira's grappling has not, like, Jan Blachowicz was taking this guy down and controlling him. He eked out a decision just because of Blachowicz's grappling, dominated him on the feet, but couldn't put him away. Ankalaev has a good chin. I could definitely see him getting caught, because I honestly thought Jamal Hill had a good chin before he fought Pereira. Now he's 0-2 in his last two by losing by knockout, but I think Ankalaev's just going to take him down and control him, and I think he will win this fight by finish. And I either think we'll see a rematch in MSG, or we will see Pereira move up to heavyweight and like try and contend for third belt, excuse me. Heavyweight division. This was a tough one. I think it's Tom Aspinall, honestly. No matter what happens between Jones and Aspinall, Jones retires, Aspinall's promoted as champion. Jones and Aspinall fight, Aspinall loses, Aspinall's going to get another title shot. There's no one else. It's going to be Aspinall gone for the belt. Let's say Aspinall wins, he's champion. There's just no way that this guy's not the next champion at heavyweight. If this guy goes on a Tony Ferguson arc, bro, where he's just like the interim champion and just never becomes champion, I would actually crash out. Like, we should have like 3 or 4 Aspinall title defenses by now, bro. Come on. Like, Jones has really ruined heavyweight. We have a generational kid. Kid's generational. Like, he's not older than me. But look, this guy could be stacking title defenses right now. If Jones never moved up to heavyweight, I think Aspinall would have 4 or 5. I think Aspinall would be heavyweight go right now, by now. Don't at me. But that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Please like, please subscribe. Hit the comments, spam the comments. We're going to be the biggest MMA YouTube channel very soon.